be no need for a third race. It will no longer be a trilogy because there will be already a winner who would have won double anyway. And then on Saturday, Caesar wants to play with Jerry. That's what he wants. Now Jerry says, yes, I came for action. That's why I am in Uganda. Keep your fingers crossed on that one as discussions continue between their management teams. Ibra to break frame number 37 out of 41. A race that seems to be going the entire distance. And a dry break it is, but Ibra will be happy for the fact that there is no big split over the balls. Jerry will nod his head in disbelief of how badly the frame has been broken. This one will be one of the longer frames of the match so far, and for the right reason. Nobody will want to take risk, but for Jerry you can never say never. The guy can just see one opportunity to try and pot any ball. If white ball can open up the frame, then he can just do something. If it pulls off, he finishes the game. If it doesn't, he loses. That's how he does his stuff. One of the most entertaining players on the continent. In terms of ability to pot a ball, just potting a ball, like you can see, in my opinion, the best the continent has. He's the only player, Jeremiah Naido, on the entire African continent with better head-to-head performance statistics in matches between himself and Caesar. The only one on the continent. But Ibra did give him a bloody nose last time out that they faced off. And for today, the players are giving each other a bloody nose, respectively. Tricky looking frame, this one, for the right reason. Both of the players taking it slow. The reason is to avoid unforced errors, because it comes to a time in a match when you don't want to lose a frame, well knowing that you could have done better, or you could have played safer. Like I said, of the two guys, the one that is likely to take the game on is this guy. Most players, the shot that Jerry has just played, would simply play that red ball to the corner pocket on the bottom left of the screen, not to pot, but simply to have it packed there. Not only to leave the frame safe for themselves, but also have their red in front of Ibra's yellow. But Jerry is not most players. Jerry is Jerry. Whatever he's trying to contemplate, whatever he has in mind for those two reds. Actually, there was chance for him to take the frame down by, if he had potted by playing connection, red potting red, and then getting himself white ball for the black. Now gives chance for Ibra to make amends here. Ibra did the right thing, playing safe. Let Jerry do the talking. For now, Ibra gets to pot a ball, opens up the pocket, but not maybe not open enough for himself. Not even open enough for Jerry. Just leaves a frame hanging in the balance. The pocket on the top left is so open that either of the players can utilize it for whatever they can. Ibra will surely want his ball not only potted, maybe occupying that corner pocket, because it seems as though whoever will win this frame is whoever will control that situation, that corner pocket on the top left of your screen. And maybe a chance is showing up for Ibra to pot his yellow to that same corner pocket of Jerry's red, leaving an open game for Ibra to try and attack. Maybe patience and persistence is about to overcome speed. No, it's not a short and I think Ibra will have to be happy with himself. Biggest opportunity for himself, Ibra being Ibra, the Ibra that I know, should have played a ball to occupy that very crucial pocket. That shot was a little bit risky, and at this stage of the frame and this stage of the match, it was a little bit un-Ibra. And now there comes the recovery. Now he perfected that one. Sometimes you play not to pot and it's more beautiful on the eye than even a shot in which a player plays to pot. Jerry does get the center pocket ball. Whatever he is contemplating for now, that corner pocket where he is standing, I really can't tell. Deciding not even to play safety here, as if wanting to open up the pocket. Wonderful. Where will the red ball rest? I'm not so sure he'll be happy with himself. The try was absolutely very good. The resting position of his red ball touching Ibra's yellow is Jerry's undoing. And now clearly the frame looks like poised in favor of Ibra. That was so close to Ibra potting the white ball. At the end, the shot was just so good. Jerry could have... Actually, he doesn't have any sight of the red ball. Trying to play it off the cushion. Finds it. Will not be potting it. Instead, the wrong ball is potted. Finally. Persistence is overcoming speed in frame number 37, which has been the hardest fought frame of all 37 in this match so far. And what a match we are having on our shoulders. There we are. These will be easy pickings for Ibra. This one he can never miss. This ball, even Francis Mukwekwe would pot. Jerry knows that he's gone down once again. The superiority of Ibra's patience and persistence and thought before shooting has won him a very crucial frame here. 4 games to go. Of the 4, Jerry needs 3 and Ibra needs 2 for $2,000. Sometimes I just run out of words, run out of superlatives describing this match. It is turning into one of those big continental money matches that we have had. The one that will be on the lips of so many pool fans across the continent for a few years to come. How dare these guys to give us all this amount of entertainment in just one match. Every time one player of the two seems to be running away with the match, the other makes a response. Here is Jerry responding to Ibra's clearance in the last frame. As long as he sinks in this yellow and finds a good white ball for the black, the sinking of the yellow is on. White ball bounces off the cushion with big spin on it and it with drag on it, moving it very little distance, having Jerry perfect white ball for the black to the center pocket on the right. He will never miss from this kind of range. Jerry 19, Ibra 19, race to 21. Race to 2 for 2,000 US dollars. Ibra to break, a very crucial break. Where is the black going? Black was almost sunk. The white ball was almost sunk as well, but none of the two balls is sunk. It is in the end a very, very good and effective break from Ibra, in which he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reds all positioned very well, that he can never ever even imagine himself playing the yellows. It is one of the easiest apples, one of the best opportunities you will ever get to come to 20 by break and finish against an opponent of Jerry's caliber. With black ball that could be even sunk by simply blowing it, Ibra closes the table and is playing reds. Jerry can only watch and hope and pray. Otherwise, he knows it from his seat that he needs to win the next two games to win this match. This one is Ibra's to lose. Frame 39 out of 41. Race to 2 for $2,000. Oh my God. And while Ibra takes his time, he knows it as much as everybody and myself and you watching online and those at the venue, that this is Ibra going to 20. You just get a thought that if he doesn't finish this one, then he will probably have no business trying to win this race. But with $2,000 at stake, in support from a full country where he's playing from, the beauty about his style is that he takes time, even though the frame may look a little bit easy. That's why for him, unforced errors are a little bit limited. Simply having one pot of the red ball to the corner pocket now on the top left of your screen. according to the angle, corner pocket closest to your screen, which he can never ever miss. He will have the simplest roll of the black ball to the center pocket. These are the blacks I talk about, which even Francis Mukwekwe can pot. And yes, meanwhile, Ibrahim Ssejemba 20, Jeremiah Naido 19. 3 games to go. Ibra needs, 2 games to go. Jerry needs them both. Ibra needs 1. Neck to neck, toe to toe, pound for pound, punch for punch. 20-19. Here comes Jerry's last break of the match. And in his last break of the match, he gets to put 1 yellow ball. And just like Ibra, it is the reds that are positioned better. A black, which for Jerry is a little bit tricky. A frame that, in my opinion, is a little bit tricky. But for Jerry, he always knows only one way how to play. One way is to attack. There goes the attacking game of Jerry. Potting and opening. I'm not so sure he has good white ball to pot any of his balls now. Just surprised me a little bit by going for yellows, but when you think about the position of the black, you wouldn't fault him a lot. He pots a ball again. The other thing I've loved about these players, especially Jerry, of those who came for the Super 8 comp, Jerry and Maluva, it took them too little time to get accustomed to these Ugandan tables, knowing how to play on them. You get to see that, how effectively they pot balls, which are to be ridden against the cushion. Jerry on now 2 yellows. One of them is touching the black. It seems it is also portable to the corner pocket now. On that right of your screen, this one, a simple roll. Seems there is space. Seems there is red intercepting the space. But for Jerry, that will do. Now, as long as Jerry sinks in this black, we are having a decider. A decider, but most importantly, what a match. I can only thank these players and their management teams, and indeed for the Advanced Talent Agency, for granting the continent to watch this one. It will be historical, irrespective of who wins. This one is history in the making. Jeremiah Naido 20, Ibrahim Ssejemba 20, which was a race to 21, is now officially race to 1 decider. And of the 3.5 hours that these guys needed to play this match, they have 50 minutes to go. That means they, for whatever reason, did not need the whole amount of time. Good entertainment it has been. Last break of the match is by the guy who won the lag in Ibrahim Ssejemba. Hopefully for him, he gets to pot a ball and leaves an open table with good split balls. Hopefully for Jerry, it happens opposite. This is the break. A big hit of the balls hitting the top ball. Will he pot one of them? Still moving, still no ball is potted. Finally a yellow ball is potted, and the fans are celebrating a pot of a ball on the break as if Ibra has potted the black. In one of those big moments that he will remember career long. He is playing a decider against one of the best players on the continent, a guy that has now become his rival. Remember that when they faced off in a match this year, Ibra won more convincingly than 21-15, but it fell on deaf ears every time Jerry pleaded to Ibra to have a rematch. Ibra decided to walk away with his victory. For now, there is nowhere to run. After today, they are having another match tomorrow with the 2,000 more US dollars. Ibra on an open table, seemingly going for yellows to close the table. There he closes the table, playing the yellows. Some kind of advantage is only the fact that it is himself on the table. When you consider the positioning of the yellows, which are now 5 on the table, 4 of them are positioned in pretty good space, one of them not so much. The one that is touching the red near that center pocket, which is somewhat a situation that Jerry will be counting on, that he will be having at least a chance to play. Ibra will be having that ball in his mind as he continues in Q action. Now on 4 yellows. Jerry is waiting and hoping and probably praying for a chance to play in this frame. Ibra for a chance to win $2,000 after winning $1,000 2 nights ago. It will be one of the best 2 nights of his life, winning $1,000 and then $2,000 just 2 nights later. For Jerry, a chance to win a second money match after winning the first against Saif Hamad of Tanzania. On that day, he won the last 10 frames of the match. For now, he has to win this one. All the 40 games that these guys have played in this match so far are inconsequential. Now, action and motive detected for Ibra in this shot to pot that yellow ball he's looking at to the corner pocket on the right or left, depending on your camera angle. Actually now right, white ball moving a little bit naturally with a little bit of left spin on it, opening up the would be dead yellow ball that is almost touching Jerry's red. That is the shot. The yellow ball is open but not open enough. I think the shot should have been played with a little bit more strength, should have been played with a little bit more power. Ibra has realistically one good ball to play now. That shot, when you come to think of it, gets to put him in a little bit some trouble. Two yellows for Ibra to go and a black for Jerry, 7 reds, and most likely that he could have a chance to play. I'm not so sure Ibra will be playing this ball to pot it. Yes, he doesn't go for a pot. He doesn't get to occupy that corner pocket with his ball. He gets to put himself in somewhat a little bit of trouble. I want to think that this is an advantage Jerry. And Jerry, despite being Jerry, I'm not so sure he will be going for full attack here because of that situation that you are now looking at, which is where the game will be won. That corner pocket which has 2 of the Ibra's yellows right there and somewhat 2 of Jerry's reds. And despite the fact that Jerry is an all-out attacker, when it's a decider, even Jerry can play safety, and there goes the safety. And when attackers play safeties, they are total safeties. That one is a total safety. Should Ibra not find his yellow, any of his yellows, you think that he will be done and dusted. He will be trying to find the angle of 2 cushions. As the clock ticks, remember it is 45 seconds in which a shot is supposed to be taken. He will not need 45 seconds. What he needs is to find one of his yellows, at least one of them. 1, 2 cushions. There goes the movement of the white ball, and it is a foul. That one could easily be the moment of the match for Jerry, for South Africa, for Durban, for Johannesburg, for Mpumalanga, everywhere in the Mzansi nation. That their guy who has stayed in Uganda for pretty much now 10 days is clearly on the path of winning one of what would be the most memorable battle victories of his career. One of those ones, because he's up against one of the others of the top African players at his own home turf. Ibrahim Ssejemba is about to be taken down by the giant South African, who is now on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds and the black, all of them in relatively good space. The black ball is put even in more space. The red ball near the yellow seems to be having some space for it to be potted to the corner pocket where it is closest. For Jerry, chance for attack. He has no right to try and miss this one. If he does make a miss of any ball, he will have one of the one of the worst nights in his playing career. Now on 3 reds. Jerry going for the game, going for victory, going for the kill as Ibra watches on his seat, not believing the misfortune that has befallen him in this match. At one time leading with 5 at 13-8, and yet right now only this ongoing frame is what matters. The rest doesn't at all. Just as Jerry did when he was able to defeat Caesar in a decider that was at 2020 at Climax Bar in Kampala 8 months ago, trying to do the same exact thing. He's not so happy with the white ball he's giving to himself for whatever reason. I'm just thinking he doesn't need the white ball more than this one. Still, he will be trying. Look at the white ball moving the whole distance of the table, and that one will not go down as a very good shot. Maybe it will be okay. Jerry has a very deep breath. That is testament of the amount of pressure on both of these players as this match goes on. Only 3 balls on the table. This one could be the most important shot of this competition so far. Will Jerry pot? Yes, he does. He's celebrating even before the black ball is potted. What a match we have gotten on our eyes. Jerry versus the black ball for the very last time in this match, and he defeats Ibrahim Ssejemba at his own turf. Ibrahim Ssejemba will congratulate Jerry, and Jerry will greet the umpire. Final scores in front of hundreds at the venue and even more people watching online. Jeremiah Naido from South Africa 21, Ibrahim Ssejemba from Uganda 20. Thank you for